Speaking of that boil water alert, glad it's lifted. Carly,
Yes.
A lot of people drinking a lot of water these last few days. It is dry out there still.
It is very dry. Just because we don't have the red flag warning in play doesn't mean that all of a sudden conditions flip like a switch. We are still talking about dry conditions over the next couple of days. The wind speeds have calmed down, but they will pick up, just not as strong as they were over the past day or so, but they are anticipated to pick up yet again offshore winds, and that's going to be second half of the weekend all the way into next week. Current temperatures right now, we got those 60s going strong west of the mountains, but a current temperature of 54 degrees for Ramona, 55 degrees for Campo. You have 50s and 40s across the mountains and 61 for Borrego Springs. We are still dry out there, and we have relative humidity values in the 30s as well as the 20s. We're seeing that for downtown and for Chula Vista, seeing that across the inland valleys, and also still seeing teens as well. That's for Campo as well as Palomar Mountain, and 14% with relative humidity for the desert. Winds have calmed down. That's definitely a good sign. And as we go into tonight, they're going to stay fairly light. So you're looking at less than 10 miles per hour across the county. Calm currently for Del Mar, the same for Carlsbad. Gusts are also in the single digits. That's really nice to see, especially after we've had these Santa Ana winds that have been picking up, and that was the case with gusts into the 50s and 60s, as well as widespread 40s. So things are now shifting in the opposite direction, and you can also see that most of our airflow is actually coming out of the west, so more of an onshore airflow that's going to take us into the start of the weekend. We have an area of high pressure that is going to dominate our forecast. A low that's passing by is going to move towards the east, and as that high pressure system does dominate in the upper levels, that's still going to keep us warmer than usual. So despite having that onshore flow knock down our temperatures by a few degrees to start off the weekend, we're still going to be peaking warmer than usual. We're supposed to be in the 60s for the coast. We'll be in the 70s, and also talking about the return of 80s. That's going to be across the inland valleys, taking us all the way into next week. This area of high pressure will go strong, so we'll still be on alert. The difference is we are talking about being mindful of the fact that we'll be dry, and you're not seeing much when it comes to a marine layer. Tuesday, area low pressure is going to move in, just knock down temperatures slightly. So we're still talking about being warmer than usual all the way into next week. As I mentioned, that low that's going to move in on Tuesday, bringing it back down to the upper 70s, but that's still above seasonal for the inland valleys. 80s and 70s all the way into next week. You're looking at the 70s going strong, and just being mindful of the fact that inland areas will have wind gusts picking up into the 30s on top of having that ridge, and so elevated concerns, but nothing that's going to warrant a watch or a warning by next week when it comes to fire weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at your quiz question for tonight. Well, yeah, we didn't have one yesterday, and so we have a different one. I will tell you this, if you go to our website, this is actually not the question that's up.
Oh, so this is yesterday's question?
Yeah, so there's a different question that's up on our website right now, but this, I guess, is tonight's question. Just go to our website, cbs8.com/weather quiz to make your guess. Let me tell you, it's about water. I just gave you the answer. All right, so you could win, you could win tickets, season 4-pack of tickets to the 44th season of Broadway San Diego. This prize is sponsored by Corky's Pest Control. You get your new weather quiz question every Monday through Friday during this newscast in our 7 a.m. And because we messed up, the answer to the question on the website is water.
Is what?
Water.
Water. All
Okay,
right. I was
so
just on our website trying to find.
Now you're going to have a lot more people competing for that prize.
Well, I hope they get it. Just go to our website, cbs8.com/weather quiz.
It's perfect, actually, because we've been talking about water and needing to stay hydrated and doing our best to,
We're helping
conserve.
you.
We are helping you. And